Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eboni Harris and I'm a relationship therapist and host of Room for Relations, Sex and Relationship Podcast. This week I'm going to give you advice on how to spice up your sex life. So stay tuned for 4 tips on how to make sex a little bit more interesting. So I was listening to one of the podcasts I love podcasts, which is why I have my own. And one of the hosts on this particular podcast said that he believes once you say you need to spice up your sex life, that means you need to leave the relationship, situationship, or whatever. So I'm going to give some tips for people that feel like they would like to add some spice to their sex life. So number 1 is talking dirty. This is something that I think sometimes we just don't know how to do. We're sometimes scared to do it. We don't want to sound stupid or, weird or not authentic and things like that. And so we just don't add it. So if you feel like your sex life is just kind of like mundane, you're doing the same thing, you can add this to it. So there are 2 ways to do it. The first way is to add dirty talk before you get into the bedroom. So this can be dirty texts. This can be, while y'all are sitting on the couch watching TV, you might say something, whisper something in their ear. It can be describing what you want to do to them later. That is all included in dirty talk, and I feel like that's some of the easiest ways to incorporate it. The second way is when you're already having sex, to go ahead and just describe what's happening or ask questions or say how it feels and what you like and things like that. So those are 2 ways to kind of incorporate that within your sex life if you're not already doing it. The second way is to add toys. Anytime I say this, people kind of cringe, back up a little bit, get a little scared, but it's okay. And I'm not saying you have to go to a sex store if that's not what makes you comfortable. If you are comfortable, go for a date night and have a ball. But if you don't like that type of thing and if it makes you uncomfortable, it can mean browsing online, looking at different things. It can mean incorporating things that you have already at home. A sex toy could be anything from a scarf to a pillow to a vibrating toothbrush. You don't have to actually have an if you feel like sex toys are intimidating, you don't have to have those type of toys, but just incorporating other things into your sexual acts could really kind of add a different depth to it. Sticking a pillow under your back, putting a blindfold around your head or a scarf around your eyes, using the scarf to bind your hands together or bind your legs together. Small things like that can really kind of add a different element to your sex life. The third thing is a new location. If you always have sex in the bed, try it on the couch, try it on the floor, try it in a chair, try it in the kitchen, try it on a balcony. So try a location that you haven't tried before. It doesn't mean necessarily that you have to get extremely wild and crazy. I'm not saying go to a park or anything like that. But if you feel like y'all are it's always in the bedroom, it's always in the same place, try something different. Try a new place. Start when you're at the kitchen table and finish there too. So just try a different location. The last one, and this is kind of, I feel like, I wouldn't say it's number 4. It's kind of more of a bonus. But don't be afraid to laugh. So many times people take sex so seriously. And I mean, it's fun and it's enjoyable and, we want to make sure everybody's having a good time. But awkward things happen. And sometimes things just don't work right. And so it's okay to laugh, enjoy it. Make jokes. It's fine. And that's another way to not make it such a serious activity. You want it to be something that both people are enjoying. So laugh when something crazy happens and keep moving. So that's my tips for spicing up your sex life. I will talk to you next Wednesday. Again, my name is Eboni Harris. I'm a relationship therapist. I have new videos every single Wednesday. And I want you to make sure that you subscribe and let me know what is something that you would do to spice up your sex life. If you felt like, or give advice to other people, if you feel like your sex life is getting a little boring or, you're worried about that, what is something that you might try to spice it up? Leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to reply and I might even add it in the next video.